the MEXT Scholarship Placement Preference form. I have reviewed last year, and now I am sharing completely on the basis of kind of insights and inputs, so that it will help you to enhance your application process. So many people are still confusing even after multiple suggestions and discussions, but maybe I'll add something new when I discuss like this dedicatedly. So in this video, basically I'll be speaking about the MEXT Scholarship application process in brief, and then we speak more about the placement preference form, the pros and cons, how it can affect and what it can happen if you choose the odd way or the competitive way. So let me say that the placement preference form, before that the application form, it started already. I told many of you to apply and submit sooner. I hope some of you might have already submitted, I believe it, and good luck for them. I hope you get positive results sooner than the other applicants if you are written a good competitive research proposal. And those who are not submitted yet and those who are watching my channel, so I am recommending that submit your application proposal as soon as you complete soon. Don't wait for the last deadline, even though the deadline time is there, but I would recommend to do it sooner. That is my suggestions for the followers who are listening to me. This is a very good atmosphere today. The MEXT Scholarship, especially the placement preference form, there are 3 columns, right? You have to fill the placement preference form, which is about 3 universities, including the professor and the laboratory. So you have to fill 3 details. So firstly, I am recommending to just fill whatever you find it information is available with you now, and then you can take care of it later. Let's say after your the first screening, the second screening where you need to contact, and then sometimes before sharing further, there are instances like previous years. So when they propose certain names and they didn't get reply within the date, and they have to change the names. So that's a technical reason why you can change. So people obviously has to change because of the challenges in getting response when they contact the professors after they submit, and then during the deadline time when they contact professors. So possibly you have to change like that. And second one, people are asking if I put all the universities which are having let's say the average rankings, will my chances of getting accepted will increase? They're asking. So I don't know exactly, but it's not clearly the situation, because if that is the case, people would have already said to many people and they would have known easily. But yeah, it may help you if you can figure out your research within the high ranking university. That is same, right? Even for America, for going higher education, even for Europe also, you choose high ranking university, then you put low, medium ranking, then low ranking, ambitious and competitive, or like that, right? So it's okay even if you put in Japan also that way, 3 universities. And the research problem plays a crucial role at any case. Whatever you do, it's one of the crucial element. Let's take all negatives, like the low ranking universities you submit, and then negative in the sense less competition. So let's take that one, and let's see the scope. So if you take all the universities which have less rankings, let's say I usually refer the rankings from the Times Higher Education or maybe the QS rankings. So that's one of the common rankings you can see that I recommend you to verify and use. The Times and the QS rankings from top 1 to 30 or 50, you go from top. So that university list I will analyze in another video. So let's see. So if you take let's say 20 or 25 or 30th university, see, before talking more details like this, the negative university, positive universities, the acceptance rate, the universities which are very highly competitive, the projects they get is very different. They work on bigger projects, they get bigger fundings. The smaller universities, they get encouragement funding, and they don't get completely the bigger projects or bigger fundings for research. So the bigger competition, the bigger the opportunities. Like Tokyo Tech and even the Hokkaido University, what I seen recently, they have a lot of slots and lot of different schemes where they get to admit the students, and then they get a chance to get the scholarship and then get them funded. So if you ask me, like the ambitious and then the less ambitious and then the average, that is one of the better way maybe you can put it. Then you have all the chances, like the higher chances and medium chances and low chances. So it's better to do that way. And other thing is that if you put all the high rankings and the competitive ones, maybe it's high competition, maybe it get rejected. That is also true. So I would recommend don't do it exactly, and it may be not so recommended, right? So do consider that one. And for now, placement preference form, they choose a laboratory and choose and also before choosing the laboratories, try to check their international students and international papers if they have any joint research or something, because many times you don't know when embassy when you contact through embassy, like there are some universities they never had any foreigners. Even the Hokkaido University, I told in one of the video that they have 18 schools, I think, graduate schools, and out of 18, 8 or 10 are eligible to take English students, officially English programs they have. But other schools, if you contact and if you put their names, you don't know exactly if you don't review, so they don't have a chance for you to take and accept to the lab, right? It is technically rejection. So sometimes you may think I put this less competitive university, but still they rejected me. This kind of reasons may be one of the obvious situations it may happen, and you may get rejected. So be considered with that, and you cannot 100% ensure about this one, because some labs maybe the websites are not updated, and some labs the websites may be updated few years ago, like that. So there is some issues, but still you try. That is your effort you are putting for your application, right? And then let's say you contacted and you find the professors, a lot of professors you found, and then they have a lot of international students every year, and then you end up applying that one and you are waiting for the acceptance, but there is some negative in the response rate, and you are having some less luck, and you didn't get the response for the acceptance when you need to submit to embassy. So that is kind of worst case, so we cannot do anything with that. But yeah, you keep your efforts, and efforts will not get wasted, right? So it may be good for you, the things may happen in a better way later stage. So try to do that. And these are the problems and what can happen if you choose particular scholarship and particular if you choose particular laboratory or particular university for the thinking of this embassy recommendation. So this is the situation it can happen, and yeah, these are the situations, right? So the higher rankings I shared already the information. So now if you ask me to filter out, or if you I cannot, it's difficult to come to 3 labs, but yeah, you try your best, try to choose the, I mean, this is my recommendations, right? Those who are watching and trying the suggestions, so you can use these suggestions, and if you find better suggestions, follow with them. So these are my recommendations and suggestions. So you follow these things. In this one, my summary will go for the laboratories, check for the laboratory websites. If not, check for their publications website through the professor. So you will get to know what they're having, the recent the papers or publications. You can see the foreigner names sometimes, and sometimes you can see the lab updates. So try to get that one. Second one, see how many students got recently, how many students got very recently, like these things. For embassy recommendation, I think even though they got many students in the recent years, still you may get a chance. There is nothing like university recommendation particular slots we discussed in other condition. So maybe it's not the case to my understanding. So take my suggestion if you find it useful, and then try to put that lab in the placement preference form. So basically the filling the placement preference form is very simple, but if you do all these works, maybe the chances of getting acceptance, and even if not embassy, the professor or maybe laboratory may accept you for the university recommendation if there is a scope. So the communication will be not wasted, but there is no connection officially for embassy that you are submitting. So the professor has to accept you for university. There is no connection, but because you are doing all this review, you know what is happening in the university and what in the laboratories. So you can confidently contact the university and the professors, and then say your expertise and experience and interest in the university recommendation application slot. That will lend you the good opportunities so that you can apply for university recommendation also. So I hope that helped the placement preference form, especially for the MEXT scholarship students. So do your best and try your luck sooner. If you are cleared with the embassy first round, the second round competition is still there, but a little bit better than the previous one. So you get a chance to experience the interview possibly if there is a good progress happening in your application. So Wish you good luck. I think it's open for many countries, not just for Indians. So it's open for all the countries across Europe, Asia, and America and Australia. So maybe those who are trying for different embassies, do your best, and I hope many of you get the scholarships. Wish you good luck. Have a good day. Thank you.